The OMEGA Railmaster has just made a comeback, with a clean back-to-basics update, new dimensions, gradient dials, and the same focus on magnetic resistance. It's not a dramatic overhaul, but it does mark a continued evolution of one of the brand's more understated tool watches. Let's take a closer look. The Railmaster, referenced CK2914, was first released in 1957 as part of Omega's professional line, or Broad Arrow trilogy, which also included the original Speedmaster, referenced CK2915, and the Seamaster 300, referenced CK2913. Each watch served a clear function: the Speedmaster for motorsports, the Seamaster for diving, and the Railmaster for individuals working in magnetic environments, specifically railway staff, engineers, and scientists. It stood out for its technical utility. At a time when most anti-magnetic watches were only resistant to about 60 Gauss, the Railmaster could handle 1,000. That original model remained a rather niche product and was discontinued in the 1960s. The Railmaster then lay dormant for several decades, making its first return in 2003 as part of the Aquaterra line. This was followed by a 49mm version powered by a pocket watch movement, the Omega Caliber 2201. Those models were all later discontinued in 2012. The next comeback took place in 2017, when Omega reissued the 1957 trilogy for its 60th anniversary. Alongside that limited edition model, the brand also introduced the 40mm Railmaster coaxial master chronometer with both a black dial and a silver dial. The infamous denim dial version came out a year later in 2018. These new Railmaster models build on that original focus on magnetic resistance, but strip everything down to its essentials. Like their most recent predecessors, they are powered by Omega coaxial master chronometer calibers, specifically the 8806 and 8804 movements. They're METUS certified, have 55 hours of power reserve, and are capable of withstanding magnetic fields of up to 15,000 Gauss. The updated Railmasters also maintain alignment with the Seamaster Aquaterra collection in terms of case design and overall styling, a design decision that's been consistent since the 2003 reintroduction of the line. The two new variants of the Railmaster feature printed dials with minimal text and no date. One opts for a clean and highly legible gray-to-black gradient with white superluminova. The other has a light brown or beige gradient dial with a small seconds display, plus vintage tone lume for a more retro feel. Both use the same 38mm stainless steel case. It's 12.4mm thick and 45mm lug-to-lug. They feature a sapphire caseback, a screw-down crown, and are rated to 150 meters of water resistance. The 38mm case size, coupled with a reasonable lug-to-lug, hits a real sweet spot, making these wearable for most wrists. They're compact, but not overly petite. The brushed and polished finish adds just enough contrast to keep the watch from feeling too plain, and the bracelet feels much better than earlier iterations, less blocky and far more fluid. The new Railmasters come on either a 19mm black or brown leather strap respectively, or the redesigned stainless steel bracelet debuted in the Aquaterra Shades collection that now includes a comfort adjustment and improved integration of the lugs. Now, while the design changes are tasteful, they're also quite distinctive. Those looking for a more classic take on the Railmaster, say with a black dial, might be left waiting for a potential reissue for the 70th anniversary a couple years from now. And while the magnetic resistance of 15,000 Gauss is technically impressive, for most people it's more of a spec sheet flex than a true daily necessity. Overall, the new Railmaster models represent a quiet but deliberate refinement. They stay true to the watch's original purpose while incorporating modern movement technology and subtle design updates. In terms of pricing, the Railmaster now sits at €6,100 on the leather strap and €6,300 on the stainless steel bracelet. That's a slight jump up from previous iterations, yet still positions them at the entry level of Omega's collection. They fall right into the gap between two potentially comparable competitors, the Rolex Explorer at €7,550 and the Tudor Ranger at $3,510. So let us know what you think. Do these latest takes on the Railmaster work for you? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to like and subscribe to Fratello for more watch content. See you next time.